Every year, thousands of people across the world look up at the sky and see something they cannot explain. Not because they imagined it, not because the light played tricks on their eyes, but because what they witnessed doesn't belong to any category that modern science can name. In today's video, we're looking at 7 pieces of footage, each from a different corner of the world, a different point in time, but all sharing one thing in common. No one has been able to explain them. The Silent Spotlight, South England, 2024. It was an ordinary night in the south of England, until it wasn't. A man stepped outside, looked up at the dark sky, and noticed something was off. An object hovered high above, beaming a powerful column of light straight down to the ground like a massive searchlight.
What the fuck is this? What is this shit? Hello? Whoa, I said hello and it did that. Hello? Whoa.
His first instinct must be a drone. Then he stopped and listened. Nothing. Complete silence. Drones are never quiet. There's always the hum of rotors, the faint buzz of a motor carried through the air. But this thing produced no sound whatsoever. He pulled out his phone and started recording. At one point, he said, "Hello," and the object responded. The light shifted. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe not. No signal lights, no visible body. Not a single sound throughout the entire encounter. This is not how any conventional flying device behaves. And if it wasn't a drone, wasn't a typical orb, then what exactly was it? 3 objects. 1 formation near an airport. Location unknown. If one UFO is hard enough to explain, try making sense of 3 at once. This footage was captured near an airport, location undisclosed. 3 objects appear clearly on screen. 2 smaller disc-shaped crafts, and 1 significantly larger cylindrical vessel, positioned at the center. They aren't drifting randomly, they move with purpose. Then something extraordinary happens. The 2 smaller objects begin sliding toward the larger one slowly, deliberately, as though drawn in by an invisible force. Like a magnet pulling its own pieces back into place. This may be the first time 3 distinctly different UFO designs have appeared together in a single piece of footage. The location remains unknown, but the shapes themselves are anything but unfamiliar. They are the exact forms that have been drawn, imagined, and reported by witnesses for decades. This time, they showed up together. The Sword in the Sky, Groom Lake, Nevada, 2011. Groom Lake. That name alone is enough to make anyone pay attention. In 2011, someone filming the sky above this famously secretive stretch of Nevada caught something they had never seen before. A long, narrow object cutting through the air, shaped, unmistakably, like an enormous sword gliding between the clouds. No wings, no exhaust, no visible propulsion system of any kind. Every known rocket, every experimental aircraft leaves a trace, a heat signature, a vapor trail, at the very least a sound. This left nothing. It simply flew. Some suggest it could be a classified test vehicle, not an unreasonable theory given the location. But even that explanation struggles to account for a shape this bizarre, this aerodynamically improbable. What flies like that? And what is it made of? The footage that won't die, Italy, 2003. More than 20 years have passed and this video still has no answer. Recorded in Italy in 2003, this footage has surfaced and resurfaced multiple times, each reappearance triggering a fresh wave of debate. Believers say it's genuine. Skeptics say it's staged. But after 2 decades, neither side has been able to prove their case conclusively. What sets this footage apart is its unsettling smoothness. The object moves close to a structure, appears in a fraction of a second, then vanishes just as instantly. No inertia, no deceleration, no physical logic. That is not how matter is supposed to behave. CGI technology in 2003, was not sophisticated enough to produce something this seamless, this convincing. So, if this wasn't fabricated, what exactly did someone manage to capture on camera that day? The Diamond Light Brazil, 2025. This one comes from Brazil, recorded in 2025, and it is completely motionless. Against the night sky, a luminous object hangs perfectly still. No wind pushes it, no rotors hold it in place. Just light arranged into a clean diamond shape, as though the glow itself is tracing the outline of something invisible within. Planes cannot hover like this. Balloons don't emit light in this pattern. Drones make noise, and no physical body is visible anywhere in the frame, only the light and the shape it forms. Some believe this is a craft operating in stealth mode, its hull invisible, but its external lighting system still active. That sounds like science fiction, but whatever is appearing in that video is very, very real. Above the school, Dallas, Oregon, to 2012. This wasn't a remote desert or a restricted military zone. This was a school. Around 2012, in Dallas, Oregon, someone looked up at just the right moment and filmed an object hovering above the school rooftop, moving at almost imperceptible speed. It wasn't fleeing. It wasn't ascending. It was simply present, as if watching. No lights, no audible sound. A compact, self-contained design that looked far more like a miniature spacecraft than anything in human production. And the video quality is striking sharp, steady, and clearer than many clips captured on modern equipment in 2025. That clarity, ironically, is part of what fuels the suspicion. Could CGI in 2012 produce something this convincing? Possibly. But if this footage is real, then something hung motionless above a schoolyard in broad sight, and to this day no one knows what it was. Seen from space location unknown. This time, we're not looking up at the sky. We're looking down from orbit. This footage wasn't shot from the ground. It was captured by a satellite circling above Earth's atmosphere, and what it caught moving inside that atmosphere is difficult to process. The object isn't simply large. It is massive in a way that defies easy description. Its design matches nothing in any publicly known aviation catalog, civilian or military. The high angle makes detailed analysis nearly impossible, but that same distance also means no one can fully dismiss what's appearing on screen. Perhaps this is something human-made, classified at the highest level, and never meant to be seen. Or perhaps it is something else entirely, something that didn't originate here. Either way, the question remains, suspended like the object itself. What is it? And what is it doing in our skies?
So that's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button and subscribe.